Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Green Mind Podcast. I'm Nafemi, and today I have a very special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Nevaeh. I don't know. No, I don't really do it today because it's different.
This Nevaeh.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Nevaeh.
So today we had a conversation, and that brought us to our topic for today. And the question for today that we're going to be answering is, what are we more afraid of? Are we more afraid of failure, or are we more afraid of success?
And do you want to answer that question first, or and then you answer that? Answer how we gonna do that? How we
Um,
gonna do that?
I'll tell you guys, I'm more afraid of success.
And
And
I'm more afraid of failure.
so, okay, let's dive into fear of failure first, though.
Okay, so fear of failure for me is I feel like we see more of what it means to hit rock bottom. And we've seen everybody's rock bottom. We've seen rock bottom from success to failure. We've seen rock bottom from trying to climb that height but never reaching it and falling. And I think it's just a very scary thing to put your all into something, to try your hardest in something and fail. But that makes it even more beautiful succeeding though.
Mm-hmm.
It does. But it makes that climb to the top a little bit scarier. When you feel like you got so much on the line, or you're putting so much on the line, you have so much to lose. You're doing this for a purpose. You're doing this for people. You're doing this for a reason. So when that failure do hit, it's it's so much that delve into that, like
Mm-hmm.
depression, spiraling, a lot, because at the end of the day, you put your life's purpose into your climb to the top. You put your life's purpose into your success, or what you defined as your success. So that failure, it's different. It's real
I
different.
agree. I also feel like a lot of pressure from failure, like you said, it
Mhm.
stands from trying to live up to this certain expectation, to try to help other people, or to try to, because sometimes our success is not always for ourselves. It's
Mhm.
for other people that we are trying to
Heavy.
like help and make a sustainable living for. So,
And not even that. Sometimes to please. Sometimes
mhm,
you're doing this to please your parents, or to please your family. Or to,
mhm, expectation and
mhm.
validation.
Mhm.
So it all stems from a whole. I feel like failure stems from external type
Sorry
of
guys, technical
focus, or it's
difficulties.
but we're back. Um, like we said, failure comes from external and trying to live up to this expectation or validation that we feel like we need, And honestly, failure looks different
For
for
everybody. Same thing
everybody.
for success.
Same
And that's
thing,
another
yeah.
thing I want to add. Success ain't really something you could grasp unless you've been there. Failure, I feel like that's something everybody can grasp. Like, not even like you can see yourself and feel what it means to fail. You could understand and grasp the depth of what it means to lose, what it means to not reach where you want to reach, but to actually be in a position where I think that's real hard to, like. I think it's a different ball game, dude. Like I said, like Snowfall, the show,
Mhm.
and Franklin saying he lost it all. So what I'm saying is, in terms of that, you'll see. That's something you've seen. You've seen somebody hit rock bottom. You've seen somebody be rich, have millions, and then have nothing, nothing. And the plummet, the spiral from having everything to having nothing. So yeah, I don't know. It's different. I feel like it's more reason to fear failure
Mhm. Then to fear
for
success.
success, but I don't know.
But I feel like even people who are successful, like they don't really have it all though. Like externally they might have it, but internally like they may not be happy. So it's like, is there like, how can you weigh the two? You know?
I don't think there is any way in the two.
You don't think so?
No.
No. So is it just better to have the good and just suck it up than ever having to witness the bad?
Maybe an in between. Like,
Not really though.
no,
No.
not a balance of success and failure. You think it has to be one or the other?
I think there could be a balance of, because I mean, some people fail to succeed.
See,
You fail to become
yeah.
successful. So I feel like there could be a balance, but
But in terms of just 100% failing, 100% succeeding.
yeah, it's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
But going on to the fear of success, the reason why I'm afraid of success is because a lot of people who are successful are not happy. And at the same time, it's like when you reach a certain level of success, it's like it's this cycle where you feel like you keep having to continue to do stuff to like live up to that expectation you just set for yourself. Like it's like you have to continue to make progress. Like at certain times I reach like certain stages in my life and I do something and I'm proud of myself, but like it's like, okay, what's next? Like what do I have to do next to live up to that?
I had a friend, and they were doing all of this stuff to reach a certain amount of followers or success on TikTok. And when they got that, he said to me, I ain't even as happy as I thought I was gonna be. Like, I really thought this was gonna change something or mean something to me, but I still feel the same. And that's really what it is with success. It's just a title, some fame, and some money. And at the end of the day, you still the same person, you're still you. But there's so much more that goes on to that name, that fame, and that title. There's so much you have to compromise, whether that's your morals, whether that's your beliefs, anything, your trifecta. So at the end of the day, they really both something to fear, to be honest.
I don't know, cause success just seems, but it's like everybody wants success
Yes.
though.
But don't
Everybody wants
understand.
success.
But don't understand what success take, or what it means to live in that limelight of success.
Like
So
we talk about it, we want to succeed. Like I know everyone's ultimate goal in this life is to be successful, to leave this earth and know, yes, I made a name for myself. Yes, I'm good at this. Yes, I was able to create. It's, I think, ooh,
they flying around.
Yeah.
I think it's mosquitoes. But mosquito season coming up, so I wouldn't
Look.
be surprised. That's what it is. No, that's a spider. Oh my god. What was you saying? Right, we was talking about earlier. Success is different for everybody. It's not the thing. Success is different for everybody, bro.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
This is the third day. Bro, this is the third attempt. This is the third attempt.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna be serious.
Okay. Like she said, stuff is different for everyone. Your definition of success and my definition of success are completely two different things. Like success to me might be just being happy, having a family, while yours might be being a celebrity and getting famous. So
But what I do want to say is, no matter the success, there are challenges with all of it. So whether it's industry success or whether your success is in means of you know, like you said, having a family, settling down, living in a home, having a nice job. There's still challenges that come with that type of success. There's challenges with all types of success. So at the end of the day, there's still, like, even a fear of that. Like, you could, there's,
It's different type of success
yeah.
depending on what exactly you're trying to achieve. Like, do you think most celebrities who are successful are happy? No.
Unless you really lavish
Mhm.
in a wicked lifestyle, I'm not even going to get into that. But unless you really lavish in a lifestyle of wickedness, yes. I think there are some celebrities who are basking in the spotlight of their lifestyle,
Mhm.
get a dopamine off of it every time, and they're gonna keep chasing it and keep chasing it. Some of them been chasing it for years and are going to continue to chase it. I think they just love it. They love living that life. They love
Mhm.
doing the evil stuff they do. They love doing the wicked stuff they do. That's what they're accustomed to. Now, I do feel as if there are some who will, who more, who don't. I'm gonna say it's some who don't, but it don't change the fact that you are still selling your peoples,
Mhm.
extorting your peoples. It's not extorting, exploiting,
Mhm.
exploiting your peoples, and in some term, in some form, you know, your morals are being compromised. So, that's what we was talking about earlier as well. Your morals in the industry, your morals are compromised, you know, one way or another. That's something I feel you don't escape. Whether it's small, little, I feel like you're compromising some part of yourself in Hollywood.
I feel like success comes with power, but it also comes like control, you know? Like control over certain things or like people controlling you too in a certain type of way. And like we said earlier, it's about what are you willing to do to become successful? Like what are people willing to do? And I'm talking about negative in a negative way, because a lot of people do certain bad things to like become successful, and like you said, like their more it doesn't go with their morals, so they end up breaking their morals to become this
Themselves.
person that they want to be, and at the end, they end up losing themselves. You know?
So for yeah, yeah, and then you look back at it. A lot of them look back at it and realize just how much. Like,
Mhm.
it's like you get to that point, you get to that standstill in life where it's your point of no return. Like, at that point, you can keep going down that path of wickedness, or you could choose to be better. But I feel like, to an extent, when it comes to, oh, this is, oh, I don't know. It's it's something to think about. But the
Mhm.
more you compromise your morals, the more you are okay with
Continuing to
compromise your
compromise your
morals.
morals.
You're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it. You're gonna keep doing it. And like I said, um, what is it? The saying, you give men shit,
Oh,
they run a
to take
mile.
a run them out.
Yeah, they run a mile, they leave a
Mhm.
mile, or whatever like that. That's you with your morals. So you compromise one of your morals for fame or for 10 seconds of spotlight. Next thing you know, you compromise on all of them. But
Mhm.
yeah, so it's at the end of the day, like she was saying, success means different things to everybody.
Mhm. And a lot of people end up losing themselves too. So that comes along with success too. Like having, because I feel like a lot of times we place our identity based on our success. So we try to use our success to validate ourselves or like create this idea of the person who we want to be and want to aspire to be.
And that, my bad, continue.
And at times it doesn't fill that void, you know? So, yeah.
That, the external, and these things we think like will make us like success.
Mhm.
Those are what we contribute to. Those are things outside of us. So at the end of the day, when you sit and you realize you more than flesh and bones, you more than the skin, you more than the shell, you're not gonna sit and compromise your morals or sell yourself short
Mhm.
for some temporary fame, for some
That's
temporary
real.
dopamine. You're not doing that.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, I think it all boils down to remembering who you are.
That's real.
Because you're not a singer. Yeah, you like to sing, but you're not no singer. If you stop singing, you're not going to be any less you. If you stop doing that thing you love doing, you're not going to be any less you. If you fail and you don't succeed, you're not going to be any less you. If you succeed, that won't make you any more you. You'll still be you regardless. These things that you are achieving, these things that you are gaining, they don't add on to who you are as a person or who you are as a energy or a soul, because who you are is so much more deeper than anything worldly, than anything here, than any fame, than any job, than any girlfriend, than any boyfriend. It's so much deeper than any of that. So I think that's another thing. Like, people gotta remember who they are. Cause you're not the external.
You're not. And don't compare your success with somebody else. You know, we're all on a different path. We all have different journeys. We all have different experiences. And don't compare yourself to somebody else because their story is not your story. You're your own story, you know? So it's just, yeah. And as kids, teenagers, like, I feel like at times we rush ourselves and try to compare ourselves to people who are in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s.
And social media.
You're only 16. Like, you're only 16. You're only 15. Like, you got this, bro. Don't compare yourself to nobody that's older than you that has had those experiences that you haven't had yet, you know?
That has went through those things that have molded them to be ready for what they are ready for. So at the end of the day, yes, social media plays a big part and a big role in that. And at the end of the day, you can be 30 and notice and still compare yourself. Comparison destroys personality. Is that the saying?
I think so.
I think, yeah, it's comparison destroys personality.
And comparison is a thief of joy.
So at the end of the day, it really boils down to this. When you catch yourself in a room where you're comparing yourself, exit the room. Take a breather. When you catch yourself on TikTok comparing yourself, it's not. When you catch yourself on TikTok comparing yourself, log off the app for a little bit. When you catch yourself on Instagram Reels or scrolling through somebody's stuff, comparing yourself, deactivate the app real quick. Give yourself the time to collect yourself. Go take a walk. Do whatever you gotta do, because what we do to help get our minds clear, what we do to put us back in that Zen space, to put us back in that space where we can sit and be grateful for what we have done. Because at the end of the day, comparison will sit and make you forget where you are. It will sit and have you being jealous and not grateful for what you do have. Comparison robs joy. It really do.
It's a thief of joy.
Yes. So at the end of the day, give yourself that grace and take that time. For real.
Give yourself grace, be who you are, accept who you are, and enjoy your own experiences. Like I said, our experiences are different, bro. And don't compare yourself to nobody that you see on social media because it really takes away your joy, you know? Like, it takes away your sense of identity. And that's when you see when you're starting to look into things externally for validation, you know?
Yeah.
So, what's that saying? Take what we say with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
take what we say with a grain of salt, but also attach your own meanings to what we say. What I say is what relates to me. It's what has had meaning to me and has helped me throughout my process with healing, with becoming more me, with walking more in my journey, with walking more in my path. So take it, like she said, with a grain of salt and attach your own meaning to it. Whatever we say, whatever you want it to mean, make it mean something for yourself. What do you want it to mean? If you want it to mean what it means to us, then that's cool. But yeah.
Take what applies to you and let the rest go, you know? So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening to the Green Mind podcast. I'm Nafemi.
I'm
And
Nevaeh.
thank you for listening, and remember to stay green minded. So, thank you for listening to the Green Mind podcast. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.